The Timbavati Private Nature Reserve is situated on the eastern side of the Kruger Park in the Limpopo and Mpumalanga provinces of South Africa. The reserve is a pristine environment with no domestic animals and no boundary or internal fences, making it one of the wildest hunting concessions in South Africa. Sarel Spies and Etienne Vermaak will be hunting buffalo and elephant with James Quinn of Stormberg Elangeni Safaris. Having been allocated tents, it's time for a light meal and then the paperwork before sighting in the guns at the local shooting range.
The concession is the area that we're going to be hunting in, and that's what you're going to be hunting: a buffalo and an elephant.
The Timbavati has some of the biggest buffalo in Africa, and elephant are also a common sight here. The Cape buffalo is considered to be the most dangerous of all the big five due to its aggression and cunning, whilst hunting an elephant bull on foot is one of the ultimate challenges that any hunter will experience.
Perfect. Good shot. You don't have to shoot again, you've passed the test.
Yeah, I passed the test.
He's all right. At least one guy's allowed on the track. Just straight through. Yeah, he's straight. That chipped piece of shit. Yes.
Almost touch it.
It's good shooting. Well done. Yes. You've obviously practiced this that way.
Yeah, but it feels lucky, you know, it doesn't have much of a recoil.
Did you hear that first one going?
Is it? Did I?
Yeah. I've actually had that going through the elephant's head. From board, you know, the side branch shot, you hear it. Yeah, not the other side. I've heard that a couple of times. Just like it.
Die volle sirkeltjie moet lê
An IV.
in die V.
Okay.
So jy moet die volle sirkeltjie sien, maar jy moet niks van die stem sien van die beat nie.
Okay.
Jy moet net die beat
Net
sien.
die sirkel.
Ja.
Soos 'n golfballetjie op 'n tee.
Ja.
Did you see this? It doesn't come off the sticks. That's very nice.
With everyone happy with their shooting, James Quinn briefs the guys on the ideal shot placement for elephant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see
yeah.
it clear. Yeah, you can see it clearly. Now when he faces you, you can see those zygomatic arches very clearly. And he always does this. He sort of looks down his nose at you. What you must imagine is stick the broomstick through its ears, and you want to shoot the brain. Obviously it's right in the middle, wherever he's tilting his head. Because a lot of people make a mistake and they shoot at the face rather than shooting at the brain, which is right at the back, obviously, of his head. And a good analogy is like trying to shoot a rugby ball inside a Volkswagen Beetle. You know, people misunderstand that it's right in the middle there, you know. So when he looks right at you, go level with the eyes, and if he tilts his head, you go low, slightly below, because you're shooting up at him like that. So always obviously think of shooting him in the back of his head. You know, if he goes straight down, boom, he actually hasn't been hitting the brain. You've knocked the, you know, and also his back leg starts doing that. You see it, and that's normally when he's hitting the brain. You know, his back leg starts shaking like that. But he often sits and then falls forward. And then you know he's absolutely stone dead. But even if you drop him, boom, like that, we'll run as fast as we can. and whichever side he's lying in, so I like to shoot him between the shoulder blades, and you just go boom and shoot him again.
Yeah, okay.
And then you know
Between
it's,
those ears, where the ears.
well, actually between the shoulder blades, that's what I prefer.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah. Because then it's a safe shot. You hit him in that spines wide like that, you can just go poof, and then you know you've anchored him, he's dead. And plus it'll go through into his heart. Yeah. So that's what you do. Always with the elephant, no matter how he drops, run round and just put a finishing shot. Or sometimes he'll go boom and he just goes like that. Run round and then just whack him in the shoulder. Just so that you know it's over.
Good one, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Same with it.
With that briefing over, it's time to head out for an afternoon drive to get a feel for the area.
Bit young, yeah. Still
Look at the old bull in the river there.
sort of a soft boss.
We see how that's just
Hello, boyki.
ideal.
Hey.
Look at the body on it.
Guess he's got a body, that boy. Huh? Lost some hair.
This is day one in the Timbavati, and we're looking for elephant and buffalo. We had a drive yesterday, and I'm sure these guys can tell you what we saw, and we're ready for the day.
After a good long stalk, James Quinn has put the guys onto a herd of buffalo with some nice looking bulls, which they decide to make a go for.
Nice shot, eh? No, it's worth the wait.
Ja, mine was even a bit quicker.
Ja, wat meer doen.
Niet zo.
Good shooting there, Sorrel.
Lekker it.
Hey, wait, what a contrast.
Yeah, it's go, it's getting up.
Vol.
Thanks a lot. Yes, I could open not gemaakt worden.
And it will also help chase them away. Oh, perfect shot.
Je glad het.
Company, ja.
Oh, yeah, that's your perfect. I mean, you couldn't get a better place shot. And here's your finishing shot. It actually came out there.
Ja.
Yeah. Listen, what we're trying to do is shoot these old
character,
bulls, eh? I mean, that's what it's all about.
He's a character.
Beautiful. Look at his ears. Die baie borsluise.
Sorrel and Etienne have got themselves each a nice trophy buffalo. So for the rest of the hunt, we'll be looking for a suitable elephant bull for Sorrel.
nice set of horns.
Like that. You can get a good shot of him. Always don't forget that shoulder shot. It's such a guaranteed shot. You know it's going to kill that elephant. He'll run a couple hundred yards, but his automatic arches here.
Yeah,
And his eyes there.
yeah.
There. Anywhere,
4 inches.
Yeah, anywhere here.
Mm.
You see, because from the ear slit, if you dissect them, the ear canal goes forward a bit into the brain.
Mm.
So I always say completely broadside, about a hand's breadth forward. Boom. When in doubt, you can actually shoot him in that ear slit. It normally spines him at the back of the spine, yeah. But it's better just a hand's breadth forward. Boom. And it sits on top of that zygomatic arch. You can't miss it. Just as he does it, he swings down. Yeah, and he swings to go, and you can whack him. Poof. Yeah, with anchor on the neck, that they're going to turn off. Shoot. Now, when we hunted in Botswana, when you saw that, I never shoot in front. I let them come just like that, because he, like that, you could see he wasn't aggressive. He was more sort of what's going on, and then he starts turning. And as he turns, he presents a very good heartland shot, and you whack him, and then he runs. Because once he's turning, he's gone. You know what I mean? When you
Highly unlikely he's going to turn.
yeah, he's not going to spin back around and try and grab it.
So once you're committed to that elephant, once he turns, you take him in the chest.
Yeah, so you're aiming in front in case he carries on coming.
Yes, sure.
You aim if you stand your ground.
But I mean, you've already now said, okay, we'll take this one.
Yes, we will only go into a bull that close if we're going to shoot him.
Yeah.
I knew here with his open, and he's a young bull, he's not going to, very unlikely going to chase you. So, but it was a very good exercise, and that's exactly what we wanted.
Couldn't you saying as he drops his head to turn, but you just drop it. So you're aiming in case he comes. And then as he starts to turn, you just take from the head to the shoulder.
Plan B. And you see, the more acute his angle is, because the closer he gets, the more he looks down his nose at you, the more difficult that branch is.
Yeah.
Because you got to, I mean, you got to go through this much elephant to get to that branch.
Yeah.
Because you're starting to shoot him here, you know.
It's starting to drop you.
Yeah.
Because it's now lifted his head.
Yeah.
So if you follow the top of the head, you're going to shoot too high.
On the trunk.
Yeah, so you're gonna shoot.
Again, just you know where the brain is, you just keep at it. Whatever his head does, ignore that. Shoot where the brain is.
Okay.
engarai enyagwa yokutusarike neitisinya engaye burisi erangai amene eishoyoku engarai enyagwa yokutusarike neitisinya engaye burisi erangai angene eishoyoku engarai enyagwa yokutusarike neitisinya engaye burisi erangai angene eishoyoku engarai enyagwa yokutusarike neitisinya
Perfect shot. Perfect drone shot. Well done. That is a perfect shot. Enjoy. Watch it. That is a perfect brain shot. Well done.
Thank you. Any branch? This is good.
When he comes, we'll have to shoot it. The blood pools out of the mouth. Sorrel made a fantastic shot. Sorrel, come here, man. These are the big bull at the back. And this is the class bull we were looking for. We shot him at about 12 yards. And then that is the perfect brown shot. One hand's breadth in front of the ear slit. He was dead before he hit the ground. You didn't have to shoot him again, but you always do, just to make sure. Well done, big guy. Yeah,
Thanks
that's
a lot.
my
Thanks, James.
fantastic. Yeah. Hey! Yeah!
Want to come up here?
Yeah. That's what it is. Come on! Come on! Come on! Go! Come on! Up! 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 Come on!
Reg, ons is nou by die olifant wat ons uiteindelik geskiet het na ongeveer 5 dae se soek. So dit is die klas van olifant waarna ons gesoek het, so tussen 30 en 40 pond. Uiteindelik gekry langs 'n droë rivierloop in redelike digte bos en die wind was goed en ons kon tot omtrent 15 tree van die olifant afkom. James het gesê ek kan skiet of ek brein wil skiet of longskoot en eintlik vir ons 'n baie mooi broadside gegee wat ek goeie side on brein kon skiet. Ja, en dit was presies waar hy geval het. Baie dankie vir almal.
I skrik die meeste van hom. Skrik van the joint and then goes for the ground.
He's a brain surgeon, not a tail surgeon.
It's still part of the neuro system, isn't it?
The tail.
Right man's hou.
Well done.
Thanks a lot.
Right, fly swat.
Hæ?
Fly swat.
Dis om die kinders skool toe te stuur.
Alright, we're at the end of a very, very nice hunt. We shot 2 beautiful buffalo bulls and worked hard for an elephant. Covered many, many miles. But we eventually got a very nice bull, a very nice shot, a nice hunt, and we've had a great time. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
James, fantastic.
Thank you, James. Very nice.
Thanks, guys.
Grand experience.
Baie dankie.
Vat weer
Thanks,
so.
Donnie.
Ja, dis lekker om hom saam te doen, hè.
Dankie
Baie
Patrick.
lekker.
Donnie, ou maat.
Thanks, Daniel son.
Well, it's been a fantastic safari in the Timbavati with Stormberg Elangeni. Let's take a look back at some of the action.